Hello everyone, welcome to the DPB Podcast. This is episode number 55 for the week of August 29th, 2016.
Lots and lots happening. It is great to be part of the initial podcast for Disney Pins Blog. Disney Pins Blog podcast of the Disney Pins Blog and the Disney Pins Blog, the Disney Pins Blog podcast. We hope to hear all about it.
Welcome back everyone, it is Ryan and Matt with Disney Pins Blog, and we are here together today for episode 55. Feels good.
In the Swan and Dolphin
Resort,
just coming back after the aftermath of the Pixar Party. It was a doozy.
Yep, it was a busy weekend, running on little sleep here, but we're dedicated to the podcast.
Yes, very little sleep, and the day still continues tomorrow.
Yep.
We're filming this right after the Pixar Party, so we haven't even hit PinCon yet.
Yeah.
And that's I don't know.
It's an all-day event on Sunday, August 28th. It's a PinPix event, but we're a sponsor of it, so we have a table there doing a little raffle for Give Kids the World. So we hope to see some of you there, whoever is going to be at PinCon. I know some people were commenting that they were going to be there, so that'll be exciting to see you guys. All right, well, I think we'll just... it's going to be a little bit different this week. We're mainly going to be talking about Pixar Party and a lot of the pin releases that we saw there.
A lot of announcements that came out of that, so let's start.
Yeah, first we're going to start off with the Alice in Wonderland heart pins. These are coming out of Mickey's of Glendale in California. They're WDI pins, limited edition of 250. We got a little preview of them last week, but then they had the actual pins at the Pixar Party event for guests to take a look at. They're releasing on Monday, August 29th for cast members only. They're limited edition of 250, and it's a really cool set. There's 10 different pins in the collection. They are pin-on-pin design, have a gold heart frame with a little bit of glitter embellishments on them. So really exciting pins. I know a lot of people there were pretty happy with them.
Yeah, that, and they also gave us a preview, since they had like all those pin previews over there. They also gave us a preview of the villain set.
Oh yeah,
they went crazy over that. Yeah,
a lot of cool stuff coming out of Mickey's at Glendale for the later half of the year. Also, I know we probably mentioned it on the YouTube channel, but want to talk about in the podcast. The Pixar Party pin event welcome gift was pretty cool for this year. It features characters from Monsters University. It says "Let's Party" on the top. It has kind of a little banner with balloons on the side, and the characters below. It was limited edition of 1100, and the characters on it were Art, Squishy, Dawn, and Terry from Monsters University.
What do you think of these pins?
Yeah. I like it. I think it's a cool pin. It's perfect for the welcome gift. Let's Party, Pixar Party.
I think it's a good start. I expected, honestly, a little bit bigger. I was expecting that because I've seen, the welcome gift be a little bigger in the past.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think it's a great pin. I'm a big, as people would know or should know, I'm a big Pixar fan. So any Pixar pin that adds to the collection is a bonus, and this is I think it's a good start.
Yeah, really cool pin. I think it was nicely made too, good quality. So. Then Matt and I both did the breakfast at the event. So whenever we picked up our welcome gift, we also got the breakfast pin, which I like this one more myself than the welcome gift. It features Ratatouille.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like this pin a lot more than the welcome gift.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's got Ratatouille, the scene in Ratatouille with Remy cooking the omelet. It is limited edition of just 500, so that's how many guests were able to do the breakfast. And it's got like that little 3D element of rubber for the omelet, the egg, and
they also have like the cracked eggshells in the bottom there too.
At the bottom, yeah.
Like he's cooking over a stove top and with a pan. So yeah, it's pretty well. And they did serve eggs there, so that was accurate.
Yeah. And Ratatouille, that mixture.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, so
kind of like
at least it wasn't false advertisement.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Also at Pixar Party, there was a scavenger hunt. We did a separate video on this for the YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yep, and...
kind of goes through the process of what we did to achieve this. It features finding Dory.
Yep, Finding Dory. It's a 6-pin collection. It's a box set, and you had different characters from Finding Dory. My personal favorite was was Gerald. I even got the shirt on today.
It looks exactly the same, except for he's not holding the pail.
Yeah,
it's the same
on his head.
Yeah.
So, what was the limited edition on this? 1100.
I think it was 1100. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Finding Dory was a pretty big hit. I would think so. It's a top-rated summer blockbuster of 2016. Made the highest one. So definitely, a lot of people liked the movie and these pins. You know, you have the otters, you got Hank, you have Mr. Stingray or Mr. Ray, and then you got the CO. So yeah, pretty much all the side characters. Well, Hank was the main character. I was actually really surprised we didn't see Nemo. We pretty much got or Marlin in this set.
Yeah.
They pretty much feature all the new characters except for Mr. Ray, who's been there before, unless this is different, which I don't think it would be. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was cool to see, and we're gonna have a complete video of the scavenger hunt and kind of like the process and how guests had to get them. So, sticking with the Pixar Party theme, the goodbye gift, they were calling it. Last year at the Generation D event, guests received a jumbo pin with, I think it had like the Fab 5 on it. But this year it was a box pin set, pretty cool. Features 4 different pins from The Incredibles. It's Jack, the baby, and the pins have movement on them. I took them out of the box and I was kind of like playing with them a little bit.
Which is cool. The one he's on fire, that one moves and his head moves like with the devil looking one.
Yeah.
Do the other two move?
I think the Tot baby, I think that little thing there moved.
Okay.
The silver one though, I didn't think had any.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it moved.
Yeah.
Unless you flip it over in a different color.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I honestly like this set because they don't come out with a lot of incredible spins.
Yeah.
And especially with Jack. So that's kind of like a little rarity there that came with the event. So I thought that was pretty cool. I know a lot of people did not like the set.
Yeah. I guess personally for me, I don't collect Incredibles.
Right.
Yeah, it's probably just gonna be a trader for me. So. But yeah, I did know a lot of people that were happy with them. So
yeah, I mean, it's kind of like I feel like it's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? Would you prefer like 4 pins, or would you prefer one big jumbo?
I kind of like the jumbo.
Okay.
I wasn't really a fan of last year's jumbo. It's kind of plain, but I like the jumbo because we get the box set for the scavenger hunt. So
okay, so it's kind of like what if it was like reverse? I mean, it would have been the same thing. Like
it's just cool to switch it up.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, because we didn't get a jumbo for this event.
No.
There wasn't any of the pins.
I mean, just the huge one we purchased.
Well, yeah. Well, that was an extra one. That was actually from our dollar.
Also at Pixar Party, there was tons of pin previews. One of I think the biggest pin preview. As soon as I saw it, I went in a corner and I banged out the blog post for it because it was the #1 question for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. It's the 2016 Hidden Mickey pins. They had them up on the boards.
I was actually really surprised. It was like really subtle there. It was like right in the middle.
Yep.
But they kept it. They didn't like make it known. They didn't put any attention to it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, there's like, oh, and by the way, they're the new Hidden Mickey pins they've been asking out since the beginning of 2016.
Yep. So a little different for this year. Usually it's just a wave A, wave B. They split them for Disneyland, Walt Disney World. But yeah, for 2016, Disneyland still gets its own, Walt Disney World gets its own, and then there is a shared set, which is unique. They're pretty cool. Like we'll show some pictures of them, but like one has like fruit. There's like the Lion King, dog bones. There's bathrooms from out in Disneyland.
That's a
bathroom signs.
That's a unique one.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, like I feel like at that point that I almost felt like we're running out of ideas. Let's do bathroom signs.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Yeah, but honestly, I think that the feedback, a lot of people are excited that we actually are getting Hidden Mickey pins again, but at the same time, people, I think, wanted them to be a little bit, I don't know, better.
Nicer.
Yeah, nicer.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where, would you prefer them out there? Or, I mean, I feel like you can't be too picky.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want them, here's what you got.
Right.
But if they're not to your standards, then what do you do? Do you still collect them? Or do you accept it? Or do you just like, you know what, Disney, we should stop? I feel like, I think you can't have both.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get lucky, because like, 2015 Wave A, like Disney World, There were like the magic bands. They were really good.
That was a good wave.
I forgot the rest of them. I do remember it was like the magic bands were like the big one.
Yeah.
The Hidden Mickey. So I mean, you know, you can't win every year, and it could have been a rough transition for them because we haven't heard anything for a while.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
I think we had some changes over on their side, but hopefully for 2017 it gets back on track.
At least we know it's still alive.
Yeah.
At least we got that gratification. Is there anyone that you kind of like out of Disneyland, Disney World, or even the shared?
I like the Disney World. I think the one that looks like Tower of Terror, kind of like the outline of the hotel. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think these are outlines of attractions around Disney parks. Because that's Figment, Dinosaur Ride, Dumbo, Yeti, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and Hollywood Tower of Terror.
Yeah, I'd say that's my favorite from Disney World.
Yeah.
Over at Disneyland, I like the pirate one.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Just with the pirate. Okay, understandable.
How about you?
I like the really the only ones I like are from Walt Disney World, and that's the Lion King set.
Okay,
I'm not a huge collector of Lion King pins, but I think it looks cool. So that's if I was going to go after anything for a hunt, it'll probably be those.
Yeah, those are pretty unique. So that was like a huge thing.
Yeah, that was definitely the big news of the day. A lot of people were talking about it. It blew up on social too when we posted it.
Yeah, it really did.
Probably other big news were, we were waiting for the Food and Wine Festival pins to come out.
Oh yeah, might as well mention that.
And I mean, we were looking for them to come out on the Disney sites and nothing. And Pixar Party. That's done now. The Food and Wine Festival is about 2 weeks away now, almost.
Yeah,
and we haven't heard anything. And I'm surprised that this is the first time we're hearing about it right now. So I guess they wanted to save it for the event. But we got pretty much if you're on the site, it's pretty much the same pins. We just have a better picture of it.
Yeah.
So we have like a Figment event logo pin. We have this was actually new. We didn't see the Elsa and Anna pin.
Yeah, I didn't get a picture of that.
Looks like they're sharing.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
It's white mounds of some type of pastry, maybe.
It almost looks
I
like.
really don't know.
It looks like either pastries. They could be sharing dip.
Yeah. I have no clue what that is.
Oh, they still have that hinge pins that go down with
the
Donald,
three
Caballeros. The Kronk pin's still there with Yzma. That hinge pin that opens up looks like it's a recipe.
Yeah.
And this one's new. The box pin set looks like with sushi. I like the sushi one too. So, so two ones we didn't know about before. So that's pretty cool. And so these are. I feel like this is low. Is this around the same?
It seems a little bit low. I don't know if they're going to have any other limited editions being released or what, but I don't know. I mean, we're getting 5 pins and then a box pin set, so I guess it's not bad. I don't know the edition sizes on these yet. I know some are limited release and some are limited edition. But once we figure out the edition sizes, we'll update the blog post. But at least we have better pictures now.
Yeah, it's the Disney Pins blog worthy.
Yeah.
The pictures are. So before we get into the details of the Pixar Party, I guess let's talk about the new pins of the week.
Yeah. So releasing on September 1st. Can't believe already September.
Yeah, we're already there.
Over at Disneyland, there's a new piece of history pin featuring Pirates of the Caribbean. And this is a piece of the attraction vehicle, which is kind of cool. It has the pirate on it that's laying down next to the pigs, and it has actually Donald Duck riding the attraction, which is unique. I don't know.
I mean, it's definitely like, is he part of the piece of history?
Yeah.
Did Donald ride it several times on his time off?
Yeah, I don't know why he's on there, but it's a pretty cool pin.
Yeah, I think so.
I love pirates out there at Disneyland, so I think that's a neat pin. The shared releases, there's going to be a new Disney Vacation Club pin. This is that Compass series that came out. I think it's a quarterly collection. And this one features Stitch on the inside. It's limited edition of 2,500. And the pirate pin at Disneyland is limited edition of 2,000. The next Love Letter pin is coming out. This is the August release. It's just a day late. But it features Roger Rabbit and Jessica Rabbit. Limited edition of 3,000, released on both coasts. And then finally a new Disney mystery set that they actually had images of at Pixar Party we got to see. It's called Disney Grins Mystery Set. It features different Disney characters with obviously a grin on their face. And it has limited edition chaser pins.
It's really an odd mystery set.
It is.
I mean, Disney. Let's do Disney characters, but they're smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the Jiminy because I don't know, he's kind of cool.
I mean, yeah, Jiminy's cool. He doesn't really have any teeth. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, Beast looks scary as hell.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to smile.
Yeah.
But it was actually funny from the movie. And then Crunk is making.
That's your boy.
That's my boy. It has to be. He's making a comeback. He was in the Timeless Tales pin. He was in the. He's in the Food and Wine. He's bringing in. I mean, they're bringing him back for some reason. I don't know why. But
I don't know if it's maybe an anniversary coming up with the film. I'm not sure.
I don't know either. But it's really strange. And then I like Dumbo because the hat's coming out. Yeah. So yeah, it's a unique mystery set.
Yeah, and that I forget what the prices on these. They fluctuate back and forth between like $14.99 and $19.99 depending on the edition size. So yeah, pretty cool set.
All right, so we're not doing any Disney park happenings this week. We have a lot to cover here on the Pixar Party, so I haven't really been paying attention to what's happening around Disney parks this week. But next week we'll be just going back to normal. So this week we want to talk about the Pixar Party. So we're moving right into Disney Chit Chat. So let's just fast forward let's briefly talk about the process. So we had check-in. We picked up our pins there. We know there were pin trading at the check-in. There was like a booth back there. We didn't participate in that. We kind of just want to check in and get started on things.
Yeah, over at Disney Coronado Springs Resort, they had one ballroom open for the check-in, and then right next door, the other ballroom, you could pin trade there for the day. But we are running out of time because I flew in the afternoon, and we had things to do. So we didn't go over there.
We didn't do that. But the check-in process was pretty simple. No line, which is good.
Yeah.
And they kind of just went over our whole, make sure we got all of our pins. It was like a pretty. What's the word? Careful, not careful.
Yeah. Detailed.
Yeah.
They had like a kind of like a checklist. Gave you your pins, your gift card, your scavenger hunt thing. They had everything laid out for you, and they went down through it. This is this. But last year when I went on check-in day, I actually had to wait in a long line. It was almost an hour long.
Wow.
That's because I went earlier in the morning last year. But
lesson learned.
Yeah, what time did we 4 p.m. or something?
We got pretty late. They were open until 7 though.
Not even close to 5, honestly.
I guess, you know what? It might be 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, we had
was a good time to go.
Yeah, it was a good time. And so let's fast forward to day 1. We got our pins. We were ready to go. Woke up around 6:30 in the morning. Got there for the breakfast. Waited in a decent long line. There was definitely a lot of people were there. And ate the breakfast. What we had? We got omelets. We got fruit. We gave us a biscuit.
Ratatouille.
Cinnamon rolls. Yeah, I think they were Monsters Inc. Cinnamon rolls. Gave us some orange juice. And so that was going on the first hour and a half with unlimited times at the board. On all the other days we had tabs, which was we had 4 times to go on the board. So for the breakfast, I think we were able to go 4 times.
Yeah.
Before the 10 o'clock cutoff was, and we had to start giving up the tabs. So once there, I think we went one more time around for the pin trading, and then 11 o'clock hit, and that's when they started doing the pin previews.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty cool. I think all the pin previews by the time this podcast goes out are up. So if you haven't seen it, we have 3 different videos: one for Mickey's at Glendale, one for Disney Studio Store Hollywood, and then one for Disney Parks. And so let's get into the preview.
Okay.
So we mentioned Hidden Mickey's, we mentioned Food and Wine, and so now we have a lot more than that. They released a lot. I think another big standout was the 2017 pins.
Oh yeah, all the logo pins.
All the logo pins that they're releasing, and it's pretty generic. This year was music, and then now it's I don't even know. It looks. I think it's magic. I think it's just magic because it's like.
Kind of seems like that.
Yeah, it's pretty generic. I was honestly expecting a little bit more since 2015. We had a really good set, and then now it looks like it's just focusing on magic. I see we have a mystery set here, and there's like sparkles around classic characters and stuff like that. So, well, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean it's your standard date pins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're okay. I mean, they don't really do anything for me.
Yeah.
I did like the one last year, 2016, had Orange Bird on it, which was cool. That was unique. But yeah, these are your standard date pins, 2006 or 17.
Yeah, or even like I'm looking at like the booster pack right now. Just replace a couple of faces, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So they're keeping it pretty generic. I guess they don't want to switch up the design too much. We also got a big preview of the Christmas pins.
Yeah.
We had a lot of Christmas pins.
A lot this year.
Definitely open editions, LEs, the different hotel pins were
on both coasts too, Disneyland and Disney World.
We had some ice skates here.
Yeah, those were cool.
Those were like they closed and they had like a design of a character, and then they opened it up and you see what character it was.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool.
They had the holidays around the world, the Epcot one I saw.
Yeah, they had some really nice ones there. I think I was actually really surprised to see those there. And they also have very Merry Christmas pins.
Yeah.
We got a lot to see there. That they kind of gave us a process that some of them are going to be in boxes, exclusively in the box, kind of similar to last year. Others are open editions. Here, there's some at the candlelight. So those are big. Oh, the Jingle Cruise. Did they typically come out with Jingle Cruise pins?
I thought they did it at Disneyland, but yeah, this year has one for Walt Disney World, which is cool. I'm not sure if we had one before, but that was cool to see. The hotel pins this year, I think they look like Reese.
Yeah.
And they are hinge pins that open up, and they have the different hotel with a character next to them, so those are pretty cool. Yeah, we got previews of Halloween pins.
Yeah, we got another dose of that, and so I think we got a little bit more than what we typically get, right? I think with the preview that we showed was.
We showed the Halloween party at Disneyland,
Yeah.
and then the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party at Walt Disney
That's
World.
right.
There's also other just generic Halloween pins, which is kind of cool, like a Haunted Mansion one. The box set and the frame set for the parade. Those were really nice.
Yeah, those are really nice.
They're bigger than I expected. That box set was like this big.
It was huge. It was very huge. So we have more of the Halloween time pins, kind of generic ones that you don't have to go to the parties for. And so yeah, those are pretty much the big standouts to me. And then we also saw the Disney Studio Store Hollywood pins, as well as the
new PTDs are coming out.
Yeah.
Over at Mickey's at Glendale, we talked about what I thought was interesting. I don't know if you saw all the Beauty and the Beast and those big circle villain pins.
Yeah.
I think some of those. I was trying to get out the cast member. I think some of those might be coming for the D23 Destination D event in November here, because they have a pop-up shop for Mickey's at Glendale.
Right.
So I think some of those exclusive releases will be in Florida, which is cool.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So then let's see. We moved on fair, more pin trading. The scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
So we
gotta talk about the props too.
Props
okay.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's look at the scavenger. Let me talk about the props.
All right.
Okay. So the scavenger hunt was pretty much, as we said in pretty much almost every video that we had before. I'll give you a quicker version of this. They give us a booster pack or a set of 6 pins. Typically, and in the past we had to go find them on the boards. Last year they just gave it to you. This year they kind of just gave it to you, but if you wanted to play a fun game, it's kind of like a if you wanted to type of thing, then you can go around and find hidden Dories with a scrambled. It was like scrambled letters, and you have to find out what the word was. And they didn't scramble it that hard.
No.
It wasn't that hard to figure it out. So we ended up doing it, and once we found all the words, we had to bring the map to a decoder, which was by the pin previews, and they put like this big sheet over it, and then it said Dory says just keep swimming. We had to write it down. From there we took it back over to where we checked in, or not, well, where other people were checking in.
The register desk.
And they gave us the booster set, and if we didn't want to do it, they just said, can we please have it, and that's it. I mean, that's pretty much it. So it was like a fun alternative.
Yeah, it was fun to do.
Yeah, it was fun to do. So we got that. And then pretty much the rest of the day we pin traded.
Yeah, I feel like that was Friday. I think Friday was crazier than Saturday. Saturday was a little more chill. And I don't know why. I feel like not as many people went on Saturday.
Yeah, it felt like really. I mean, we even showed up. The event started at 9:30. I didn't get there till 10:30.
Yeah.
And I felt like a lot of people were just strolling in.
Yeah.
Around that time.
It was more relaxed.
Yeah, it was more relaxed.
I went through my 4 tabs very quickly, and once you do the 4 tabs, you can't go on the Disney boards anymore. So you just got to trade with guests.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tried my luck. I got lucky on some, but I was trying to finish the mystery boxes, and I couldn't find. I need 2 more, so I couldn't find it. So I'm gonna have to go to the secondary market to finish it off, or maybe I can get the 2 more at PinQuest. My last hope right there.
Yeah, last chance.
Yeah, continue my lucky streak.
Yeah.
And then also a little surprise. They gave us a notice that they have pin with purchase. Pins
right.
there. A lot of people wearing them.
Yeah.
And so I know a lot of people, we completed the set. And again, I think the video has already popped up before this podcast is.
Yeah.
But we completed the set and with just 12 pins. It's an 8-pin set. We completed with 12.
That's rare to do.
It is rare to do, and we got lucky with that.
Yeah.
I think Ryan went the most. I gave them to you because I didn't really care for it. So
I like them. I think they're
cool. They're nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing like that special. I think it's just like the characters' faces, but.
Mm-hmm. And so let's talk. Let's briefly mention the boards. How was the boards?
So they had like more games this year. I felt like in the past they had the big pin boards. At least the first event and second event I went to, they mainly had the pin boards. You had a bigger selection of those, but you had to wait longer in line. So I actually didn't do any of the big boards this year. I did the games. So like one was a Ratatouille themed game where it basically had like the dish where you open up the dish and like the food is underneath it. But this is you open up and there's like a wheel of the pins. So I did that one. That was pretty cool. There was one for like cars. They had Lightning McQueen. And,
they're on top of towers and they kind of just put a cloth over it.
Yeah.
And then just revealed it. I guess
it was like a tire.
Yeah, it was a tire.
They had a Brave one, which was cool. You had to spin a wheel, and whoever character it landed on, you picked up a box and got your pin out of the box. I like the Good Dinosaur one with the eggs.
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
That was cool.
They gave you 4 eggs, and you just had to open which one you wanted. I mean, that's pretty much it. And then the one we thought that was a Finding Nemo. We thought it was a prop because all we saw was a tank and a doctor's chair. But then really we saw there was a line forming and the pin board was behind the tank. So when you looked at it from the front, it looked like you were in the fish tank. So that was pretty clever.
That was a cool prop. I liked it a lot.
So did you? So pins on the boards, good or bad?
So I feel like the first day I got a ton of Hong Kong pins.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I don't know, I don't really like Hong Kong pins that much, but it was like the best thing I could pick from the boards. Today I did a little better. I got some pins I actually would want to keep. I got a lot of artist proof and pre-production pins. I got a piece of history, Star Wars pins. So yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a good event.
I mean, this was my first time, so I think I was spoiled.
Yeah.
My first day was great because I got like almost every pin I got was either PP or AP.
Nice.
I got a couple of Hong Kong pins, but that was fine because I was like, this is better than what
They're good traders.
They're good traders, yeah, they really were. So yeah, I was having a field day. I think the best pin I got, honestly, was from the new Park Pack. And it was the Carousel of Progress pin, and I don't know.
It was an AP.
It was an AP, yeah. So I think it was great. I think I liked it, and especially I think I was more excited the fact that it was released that day.
Yeah,
and it was on the board.
I can't believe they had that up there.
Yeah,
honestly.
I was surprised, and so I was happy with that. And so yeah, let's go back to the presentation. When we walked in there was a big Pixar sign, Pixar Animation Studio with Alexo Ball. They had the characters out. One side you had Flick and Princess at
I don't know.
ATTA.
I don't know.
At Tat. Yeah, there you go. And so they were alternating, and then they had like a leaves background, like grass, and then on the other side they had an up house.
That was really cool.
That was really cool, and
like
they featured
a replica of the up house. Is really neat.
Without the balloons. But they had Kevin the bird up on the roof. That was pretty cool.
I didn't see that. Actually.
Yeah, he was up. It was up
man,
there.
That's cool.
And so that featured Doug and Carl. They alternated, which was nice because you don't see Carl in the parks at all, and then you also don't see the ant princess on the other side.
Yeah.
They also had like this big sheriff Woody area.
Yeah, like Woody's Roundup, black and white, kind of like old Western town scene, which was cool.
And then you can they had a place you can take a photo. It looks like you're in a toy box.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
And just like we described earlier, like all the different games they have. I think they had Sully and Mike were at this big arc, and they had like the statue of the characters, and that was a big pin board, yeah.
Yep.
And then on the other side, you also had Wally, which you had a Wally and Eve, and they moved while you were there, which is pretty cool. And so that was a big board. So those were like the two longest lines because they had a larger selection of pins. I think that's what people wanted.
The Good Dinosaur line as well had the huge dinosaur prop, which was
huge
cool.
Dinosaur prop,
next to the stage.
And then in the back they had the pin trading. So, and then in the middle center stage they had at least every hour and 15 minutes they had the games for the guests, and they gave out pins to whoever the winner was. They had like Pixar, or they just had a Disney trivia, or what's in my Disney pin bag.
Yeah.
If you guys go to the YouTube channel, I think I recorded a full what's in the pin bag live stream there. So I mean overall.
They also had the pin store there as well. So like any leftover pins, you could buy them there. So that was cool. You got another mystery box.
Yeah, I got another mystery box, and then I also got the annual pass holder pin.
Yeah.
With Flick, and it's movable.
Cool.
I regretted not getting it at the RSP.
Yeah.
Happy I got it there.
And that's what the purchase with purchase were at as well.
Yeah, so I mean, we got pretty lucky. I don't think any of the pins really sold out. I mean, I didn't go there Sunday.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they sold out on Sunday, but definitely on Saturday there were still a lot left.
Yeah, there were.
But
usually the leftovers will end up over in Epcot at Penn Central. So
overall, I think from what I've heard, better than last year.
Yeah. Definitely.
But the pins could have been better. That was like a clear overview of what I heard.
Yep. That's the gist of it.
That's the gist of it. Yeah.
Still though, awesome event.
I loved it.
Really happy Disney put it on. And next year's event.
Oh yeah, we got an announcement for next year's event. So Love is an adventure.
Yeah. And
so it looks like we're going to be exploring love, but not like lovey-dovey love. It's more like a family love, friends love, you know, sister love, siblings, and then probably, you know, the romantic love as well.
Right.
So that'll be an interesting event. And then also different from last year, we didn't get a pin talk, but I think we still got all the information that we wanted. I think so.
Yeah.
As well as we did not get a pin for the
countdown
for the next event.
Yeah.
And
I even went and asked them at the store, and they said they weren't doing it this year. Which they said is because they don't have an exact date of the event, which they didn't have an exact date last year either, and they still had a countdown pin. So I'm not sure what the reason was.
I guess hopefully maybe next month or so, or I don't know, hopefully next month. We'll see. Yeah, if there is a countdown series, we'll get that next month, and then it
might be a surprise release tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. They didn't want just to give it exclusively to the ticket events.
Yeah.
So I think it was worth it. I think we had a great time.
Oh yeah.
Doing it. Definitely go back again next year. I think so. Maybe I might not go as hard as like the pin purchases, because I'm a big Pixar guy, so definitely I really liked all the pins mainly there. I was able to trade somebody. I got the Wheezy pin. That was part of a 4-box set. Yeah, so somebody was breaking it up, so I was able to trade for one. So that's pretty much all the Pixar party coverage there.
Yeah. Lots of videos.
And lots of videos. Yeah, I think we posted all the pin previews, a couple of unboxings, kind of exit. Kind of how we started, and this is pretty much our exit video here, because I don't think we're talking about Pixar Party anymore.
I think that's about it.
I think that's about it. So, all right. So, thank you for listening, and thank you for watching the DPB podcast. For more things Disney pins, be sure to come back to us, and we'll catch you guys next week.
See ya.
See ya.